Hello and welcome to Vlogtober Day 19. It's an episode of Noshing with Nashies continuing from yesterday. Today we're going to do chicken fried steak, and for that we're going to need some cube steaks. I have 4 of them here. These are my mashed potatoes from yesterday, which we will be baking up. I have a couple of eggs for egg wash. We'll also put some milk or some water in that. We've got flour, onion powder, garlic pepper, ground black pepper, seasoning salt, some smoked paprika, some herb garden seasoning, and some country gravy sausage mix. All right, I'm going to go preheat my pan with about 3/4 of an inch of avocado oil. I'm going to pound these out behind the scenes, so if you want to see how that's done, you can go to my schnitzel video, and then I'm going to bread them. I'll see you in the next part. Okay, I have all my meat beat here, and I've got my egg wash, which is just 2 eggs and a dollop of milk that I whisk together. Then I have 2 cups of flour in this bowl, no seasonings yet. We're going to go ahead and do that. I have some onion powder, and the measurements on this are going to be, just think a ½ teaspoon for everything. You can do more if that's what you like. So we're starting with onion powder. I'm probably going to do a full teaspoon of this garlic pepper. If not a little bit more. Then we're going to go in with some regular pepper. You don't want too much pepper, and you want it finely ground. This was the garlic pepper, which has salt in it. You want it finely ground because you don't want your pepper to burn when we're frying. Behind me, I have oil heating up on my stove. Pepper, and then I want some Lowry's seasoning salt. Because we don't want it too salty, this will be served with gravy. This is Mr. Nashies' favorite meal, or at least one of them. Then I've got some nice smoked paprika here. Oh, it smells lovely. I like that little bit of smoky flavor that smoked paprika gives. This is kind of like fried chicken, anything else, with our seasonings. You just go in with whatever you like. And then I'm going to go in with quite a bit of this herb garden seasoning. It has in it, I believe I picked this up at Costco, dried garlic, spices, salt, parsley, thyme, dried onion, natural flavor. So a little bit of everything. Let's go in there with that. And the reason why I whisk it is so that everything kind of evenly distributes through the flour. A little lovely smell. And then what we're going to do is flour, egg wash, flour, and then it will be ready to go. And I will take you over to fry it in a minute. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to fast forward through this process. This is me reminding myself to split the video here. Right, and there we have our chicken fried steaks all breaded. As you can see, I ran out of egg wash, so Mr. Nashies came in with the save of mixing some up, so you'll need 4 eggs and a couple of dollops of milk for this one, particularly if you have large cube steaks, as I did. But the 2 cups of flour and the seasoning was enough. It smells lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to my oil now, and we're going to fry these up. Alright, my oil is nice and hot. I have it on medium heat. You can see about how deep that is there. I want it about 3/4 of an inch to cover up everything. So we're going to go ahead and take our chicken fried steak and fry it until it's golden brown. run into yips in the kitchen like I did running out of my egg wash, don't sweat it. Cooking should be fun. We should not feel pressured to do this. We should be having a good time. You know, cooking should bring joy. Let's all try and remember that. All right, I'm not going to make you stick around to watch this in slow motion, so I'll go ahead and put it on fast, and you can enjoy the show. Alright, these are ready to come out. It took about 25 minutes to cook all of them. In the meantime, my potatoes have been in the oven at 350 degrees covered. I'm going to put all of these chicken fried steaks on the sheet pan next to my baking dish. I have a big sheet pan with my baking dish of potatoes on it. And next to it with nonstick tin foil. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes while the potatoes get crispy on the top with that cheese. But I wanted to talk about, I'm serving this with just regular old green beans straight out of the can, thrown into the pot with the green bean water. Now, I do season them with some various things. But I'm going to give you a little anthropology lesson on why the older generation, boomers, like that kind of food, sometimes bland, overcooked vegetables. It's because their parents were coming out of the Depression era and people cooked with what they had. And so that's why sometimes there's overcooked pork, overcooked green beans, overcooked things like that. That's their comfort foods. Every generation has something like that. And for those who don't follow me on Twitter, I am a big historian as far as food goes. I'm a big history buff. I love that kind of stuff. But that's the reason why sometimes, you know, your parents, or maybe even you having grown up on it, like those kind of foods, is that is the anthropology of food history. It was the Depression era, so things were overcooked. All right, I'm going to stick everything in the oven, and when everything's done, I will show you how it turned out. See you in a bit. Look at my big plate of chicken fried steak. Oh my gosh, it smells so yummy. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, yum. Stew. That should be a thumbnail right there. Thumbnail. And here's everything fresh out of the oven. Now, putting your chicken fried steak to rest in the oven like this bakes off some of that oil that cooks into it, and that's why I do that. And we've got those potatoes from yesterday. There they are. If they are still a little bit cold when you bring them out, it's going to take a little over an hour for them to cook instead of 45 minutes, just to let you know. Okay, I'm going to plate this up, and I'll see you then. All right, and there we have it. Beautiful chicken fried steak, baked mashed potatoes with country gravy, some easy peasy green beans from the can, and we've got a beautiful fall and winter meal. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Noshing with Nashies. Happy Vlogtober 19th. If you have liked this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.